the sun. This is TFM. Get ready to rock. From AM to PM. Come on. Let's talk.
TFM 95.4.
Let's talk.
Live on TFM and the TFM Facebook page. This is the live feed of TTV. Let's talk.
Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. Oman exempts citizens of 103 countries from entry visas. Farming sows seeds for stronger ties between Oman and Switzerland. Oman to mark SAF Day on Friday. ROP seeks help locating missing person in the Sultanate. UAE officially registers Chinese coronavirus vaccine. Mexico's COVID-19 vaccination drive to begin by end of December. People with serious allergies warned against receiving COVID-19 vaccine in Britain. Pakistan pins its hopes on a Chinese vaccine. New FIFA Club World Cup postponed in sign of solidarity. Qatar to play in World Cup European qualifiers. These were the top headlines of the day. Let's see how the weather condition looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update.
Hi, my name is Meitha El Shukaili with your daily weather update. And right now, I'm outside the TFM studio in Al Khoir. Before we move on to weather, here's an interesting fact for the day. Did you know that lightning is hotter than the sun? Lightning is an electrostatic discharge supercharged by ionized air, and as it makes its way to Earth, it releases massive bolts of electricity, and the lightning temperature can reach to 300,000 degrees Celsius, and that's about 5 times hotter than the sun. That's our interesting fact for the day. Now join me inside the studio and let's see how this weather will be like in the Sultanate. According to Oman Meteorology and public authorities for civil aviation, there will be clear to partly cloudy skies in the coastals of the Oman Sea with chances of isolated rain, and there will be mainly clear skies over the Sultanate. With that, let's take a look at how the weather will be in all the governorates. Muscat will be sunny, temperatures between 26 to 19 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny, temperatures between 23 to 18 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batina will be sunny, temperatures between 26 to 18 degrees Celsius. South Al-Batina will be sunny, temperatures between 24 to 17 degrees Celsius. Al-Buraymi will be partly cloudy, temperatures between 24 to 14 degrees Celsius. Al-Zahira will be sunny, temperatures between 25 to 14 degrees Celsius. Al-Dakhiliya will be sunny, temperatures between 25 to 15 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiyya will be sunny, temperatures between 27 to 18 degrees Celsius. South Al-Sharqiyya will be sunny, temperatures between 27 to 19 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will be partly cloudy, temperatures between 27 to 16 degrees Celsius. And Dhafar will be sunny, temperatures between 21 to 12 degrees Celsius.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Hello and welcome to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Now, before we get into the details of the local stories for the day, let's see how the COVID-19 situation looks like in the country. The Ministry of Health officials has announced the registration of 2 new death cases in the country due to coronavirus. This has taken the total death cases in Oman to 1,463. The Ministry of Health officials has also extended their deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. In addition to that, the Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 179 new coronavirus cases. The total cases in the country have now touched 125,669, including 117,327 recoveries and 1,463 deaths. The Ministry of Health officials in the past 24 hours has reported 293 recoveries. The ministry urged everyone to adhere to social distancing instructions issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. And now from a local desk. Today, on Thursday, the Supreme Committee members addressed the media. These are the highlights from the meeting that was held today. According to His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Saidi, Minister of Health, said that the numbers since mid-October have been in a steady decline due to citizens and residents' compliance with the precautionary measures. Opening of activities does not mean that life has returned to normal or that the virus is not present. The numbers of infections can increase. He said that we expect vaccines doses to arrive before the end of the year and have very limited dispensing capacity. During the last period, the number of cases in intensive care reached 220 cases, and today there are 65 cases as a result of adherence to preventive and precautionary measures. Monitor the epidemiological situation in the Sultanate before making any decision regarding the return of students from schools, universities, colleges, and institutes. There is no law that compels anyone to take any vaccination other than child vaccinations, and the decision to take the vaccine is up to the individual's decision, and we rely on community awareness. Lastly, he said that the vaccine will be free for the target groups, namely the elderly over the age of 65, those with diabetes, those with kidney failure, those undergoing dialysis, those with chronic lung diseases, health workers in intensive care, and workers in the COVID-19 wards. Talking on Her Excellency Maita Saif Al-Mahrouki, who's the Under-Secretary of Heritage and Tourism, said the losses in the tourism sector reached about $500 million Omani riyals. The Supreme Committee has agreed to reduce the quarantine period upon arrival in the Sultanate and to suffice with the PCR examination while adhering to health isolation in the tourist facility until the results of the examination appear. Seconding to this, Dr. Saif Al-Abri, who's the Director General of Disease Surveillance and Control at the Ministry of Health, said, as for land border ports, PCR examination is required before arrival to the Sultanate, and for airports, mainly Muscat International Airport, the examination is not required before arrival, but rather upon arrival to the Sultanate. The Sultanate recently has exempted citizens of 103 countries from entry visas. A statement issued online by the Royal Oman Police said, in support of the tourist movement and to facilitate the tourists wishing to visit the Sultanate, the Royal Oman Police announces that the nationals of 103 countries will be exempted from entry visas to the Sultanate for a period of 10 days. The exemption will be according to the specified controls and conditions, including the presence of a prior and confirmed hotel booking, health insurance, and a return ticket. The list of countries include China, USA, Lebanon, Jordan, India, France, Italy, Japan, Thailand, Egypt, Turkey, among many other. For full list, you can visit timesofoman.com. Now, talking about the same decision that has been issued by the authorities in the Sultanate, Oman's decision to allow free will visas has been accepted by the residents and citizens in the country. Now, Oman's decision to allow visa-free arrival to citizens of more than 100 countries has been welcomed by hoteliers and tour operators in the country as well, who have said that it will boost tourism in the country. With tourism being significantly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, they have also said that the move has came at the right time. In support of increased movement of tourists and to make it easier for tourists wishing to visit the Sultanate, the Royal Oman Police announced that nationals of 103 countries visiting the country for up to 10 days will be exempted from entry visas. This exemption will be according to specified terms and conditions, which include the presence of a confirmed hotel booking made in advance, healthcare, and a written ticket, as I mentioned earlier. Now talking to one of the hoteliers in Oman, Parveen George, the general manager of sales and operations at Al Falaj Hotel, said that it is a move in the right direction, particularly given the current circumstances. He said that the economic impact of the pandemic has been felt by everybody, so potential tourists may not have much money to spend on travel as they previously did. Any decision to improve the conditions for tourism in the country will be welcomed by everyone, travel agents, hoteliers, and leisure services around the world, not to mention airlines that have been quite severely affected by the COVID-19. He continued saying that the announcement of visa-free entry for 103 nationalities means we can now see visitors from different countries, a different customer to the one we are used to. Adding to this, Fayaz Khan, General Manager for Travel Point, said, "We have been receiving a lot of requests from travelers of other GCC countries as well as the European markets. This announcement is a welcome piece of news that will bring a lot of relief to travel agents and hoteliers in the country." Siraj Maiman, Cluster Director of Sales and Market for Anantaraz Hotels in Oman, said, "This decision is a good one and I'm sure it will be welcomed by all hotel operators in the country. We can now expect to see a resumption of tourists from our target regional markets." It's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates your way.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Now continuing with our local stories for the day. Omani and Swiss farmers' capabilities to make crops thrive in mountainous terrain, a key feature of both countries, brings the two countries closer, according to the ambassador of Switzerland in the Sultanate. On the occasion of International Mountain Day, which falls on December 11th, the ambassador paid tribute to shared practices of the two countries and said, "Mountains are not just a decor, their powerful presence shape the minds and aspirations of the people living there. And their sometimes harsh environment requires, as natural in general, due respect." With this year's focus centering on mountain biodiversity, he stressed the particularly dense biodiversity of mountains in Switzerland. It stretches from the Edelweiss to the Wolf, is further enhanced by human-made cultural landscapes, and has to be thoroughly protected. For this occasion, the Embassy of Switzerland has produced a short film to illustrate this connection. The film shows Al-Azhari Saif Muhammad Al-Zakwani on Jabal Akhdar, as well as Yueli and Christine in Switzerland, mountain farmers that have shared with us their experience on living and making a living in the mountains. This movie will be broadcasted tomorrow, so you guys can stay tuned and watch the movie, which will be posted after 3 p.m. While they have a difficult cultural background, their experiences and their views on farming in the mountains are surprisingly similar. They both have a strong attachment to the mountain environment that has been passed along through generations. The Sultanate will celebrate the anniversary of the armed forces on the 11th of December. The event will be an opportunity to ponder on the achievements of the Sultan's armed forces, known as SAF, in terms of training, armament, and organization. Over the past 5 decades, the SAF received the caring attention of the late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said, the founder of Oman's modern Renaissance. The SAF, which developed over the years into great fortress that guards the gains of the nation, are now being accorded special attention by His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq so that this defense edifice could continue to shoulder the tremendous responsibilities entrusted to them. The SAF take pride in honoring their national sacred role with full capability and confidence. The Royal Oman Police has called on citizens and residents to help find a missing person in Oman. In a statement issued by the Royal Oman Police said, the Royal Oman Police, represented by the Department of Public Relations, announces the missing of 17-year-old Pakistani citizen by the name Malak Tahir, who left his residence in the Wilayat of Suwaik al-Batha on 30th November and hasn't come back till the date of this announcement. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is urged to contact ROP's Operations Center on 9999 or the nearest police station, according to the statement issued by the Royal Oman Police. It's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates from our international desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. And now from our international desk. The UAE announced on Wednesday the official registration of a COVID-19 vaccine developed by the China National Pharmaceutical Group, or Sinopharm, the official WAM news agency reported. The Ministry of Health and Prevention said in a statement that the announcement is a significant vote of confidence by the UAE's health authorities in the safety and efficiency of the vaccine. The interim analysis of the phase 3 trials shows the Chinese vaccine provides 86% efficiency against COVID-19 infection, according to the statement. The analysis also shows the vaccine to have 99% seroconversion rate of neutralizing antibody and 100% effectiveness in preventing moderate and severe cases of the disease. Furthermore, the analysis shows no serious safety concerns. The phase 3 trials in the UAE have included 31,000 volunteers from 125 countries and regions. The vaccine was granted emergency use authorization in September by the Health Ministry to protect frontline workers most at risk of COVID-19. Now, Mexico's vaccination campaign against COVID-19 is expected to begin before the end of the month, with priority given to healthcare professionals and the elderly, the government said on Tuesday. Vaccination should begin in the last days of the third week of December and last until February 2021, starting in the capital Mexico City, home to some 20 million residents, and northern Coahuila state, according to Deputy Minister Hugo Lopez-Gatell. Doctors and nurses on the front lines of the fight against the virus will be the first to receive the vaccine, along with vulnerable people, notably the elderly, he said at a press conference. Now, according to Foreign Affairs Minister Marcelo Ebrard, about 250,000 doses of vaccine will arrive in Mexico this month. Mexico reported 1,182,249 cases of COVID-19 and 110,074 deaths from the disease as of Monday. Britain's medical regulator has advised that anyone who has a history of significant allergic reactions to medicines, food, or vaccines should not receive the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine currently in use in the country, Sky News reported on Wednesday. The COVID-19 vaccine, developed jointly by German company BioNTech and its American partner Pfizer, has been given approval for use by the country. Vaccination has already started on Tuesday. The warning issued by the country's Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency came after two National Health Service staff members experienced allergic reactions after being vaccinated on Tuesday, according to Sky News. The two individuals are recovering and have a significant history of allergies to the extent they have to carry adrenaline, according to Sky News. The regulator is looking at the two cases' reports of allergic reactions, said Chief Executive Dr. June at a UK parliamentary committee. Now, Chinese vaccine makers are currently carrying out final trials of COVID-19 vaccination candidate in Pakistan, as the South Asian country is expecting a steady rise in new infections, with around 20,000 cases reported over the past week. In November, Islamabad allocated over $150 million to secure vaccine doses from various developers, and China is at the top of the list. During the first wave of the coronavirus in spring, China provided Pakistan with medical equipment, protective gear, and dispatched medical experts to assist with Islamabad's response to the pandemic. The two countries had also been holding talks over the issue of vaccine for some time, and in September, vaccine trials for Chinese candidate began in Pakistan. The vaccine in question is being developed by CanSino Biologics and the Beijing Institute of Biotechnology. China carried out Phase 1 and Phase 2 trials at home, with the final Phase 3 trials being conducted in Pakistan and several other countries, including Saudi Arabia and Russia. In Pakistan, more than 8,000 volunteers have been given doses of the vaccine at hospitals in Islamabad, Lahore, and Karachi. A second round will add 10,000 volunteers, according to Pakistani drug regulators. It's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates from our sports desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update, and now from our sports desk. The first edition of the 2014 FIFA Club World Cup, originally scheduled to be hosted in China in 2021, was postponed to make way for national team competitions, FIFA President Gianni Infantino said Wednesday, adding that he believes it will still be the best club competition in the world. Speaking at the virtually held AFC, known as Asian Football Confederation Congress, Infantino said FIFA's decision shows solidarity among the international football community to make way for the UEFA European Championship and Copa America, two continental national team tournaments scheduled for 2020 but were forced to be postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Infantino said the new FIFA Club World Cup would still be held in China, adding that he hopes a new date for the tournament would be fixed soon. He said that the FIFA World Cup in China, which increased participation from Asia and from all continents, will be the best club competition in the world. In October last year, FIFA decided that China will host the first edition of the revamped Club FIFA World Cup, which will be held every 4 years, featuring 24 teams, and replace the 7-team annual event. With the postponement of the new edition, Japan was chosen to host the traditional 2021 Club World Cup in December 2021, while its 2020 edition will be held in Qatar in February 2021. Talking about Qatar, Qatar will be participating in 2022 FIFA World Cup European qualifiers, joining Group A alongside Portugal, Serbia, Ireland, Luxembourg, and Azerbaijan. As host nation, Qatar has already booked a berth at the 2022 FIFA World Cup finals, meaning the Asian champions' results in the qualifiers will not count towards the final standings. In order to facilitate shorter travel times for their group opponents, Qatar will play their home fixtures on European soil. We are delighted that Qatar will participate in UEFA qualifying matches for the next FIFA World Cup, with our country is proud to be hosting, said Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, President of Qatar Football Association. He continued saying that playing matches in Group A against high-quality teams provides our national team with an excellent foundation as we continue our journey of preparation ahead of 2022. Our squad has made major strides in recent years, including winning the AFC Asian Cup in 2019, and we are determined to showcase the progress we have made and the talent our country possesses when we host the first FIFA World Cup in the Middle East and Arab world in 2022. In addition to playing in the European qualifiers, Qatar will also participate in the Copa America and CONCACAF Gold Cup next summer. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be back again next week at 2 p.m. with more updates and latest news your way. Stay tuned to TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.